Hello everyone and welcome to my second ever Q&A on this channel. You got the Q's and I've got the A's. What? No, wrong A's, guys. So this will work pretty similar to the last time. I'll be shuffling things around if you ask multiple questions, and one thing that we'll be doing a little bit different this time around is my brother-in-law actually texted me a few questions since he didn't have time to post them to my community tab, which it's going to be a bit weird not having a comment to highlights on here, but hey, I can work with a text message this once, I guess. So with that being said, let's not waste any time. Let's get into our first question. So, some random guy named Zero asks,
"What am I fighting for?"
I don't know. Justice maybe? Again, you do appear to be holding a corpse there, pal, so maybe vengeance? I don't know. Sorry, I don't know enough about Mega Man X to answer that, so, hope you find your answers eventually though, pal. Good luck. So, first question on that text message. If you had to torture your worst enemy by making them play a video game, what would it be and why? So, a lot of you may assume I'd say Donkey Kong Country 3, but no. If I'm looking to torture my worst enemy, Toad, excuse me, I'd have him play Crazy Bus. I'd go into the details, but I think the AVGN already went into more than enough details than I'm willing to in his wishlist video covering it. So look it up if you need to, but make sure to keep the volume low. Just trust me, okay? If you haven't seen it, keep the volume low. Retro Robbie Reviews asks, are you excited for Epic Universe opening in Florida?
Of course!
Absolutely. I'm excited to try the awesome looking food, riding the minecart, and of course meeting the big ape himself. Just hoping Diddy Kong is there as well. Speaking of which, if Diddy is in Mario Kart World, we riot. Bad enough to use DLC in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Justice for Diddy Kong! Average Shy Guy asks, you either have to beat 5 beaver bothers in a row, or finish the first world in DKC 3. What's your choice? Well, that's an easy one. First world DKC 3.
What a twist!
Like I mentioned, the LP, World 1 of DKC 3 is perfectly okay. A bit boring, sure, but overall mostly harmless. Beaver Bother, on the other hand, let's just say I'm not looking forward to talking about that one sooner rather than later. Hint, hint. Water Yoshi asks, I've heard a lot of things about the recent Direct. What is your opinion on it and the Switch 2? Very mixed for me personally. On the one hand, Switch 2 looks cool, GameCube finally being added, awesome! All these new games, awesome! The price of $450? Not bad. I'm not sure if that's the one that's bundled with Mario Kart World, but that's the version I'm leaning towards getting myself eventually. As for the game prices,
Unacceptable!
ridiculous. $80 for a game, not a price I'm willing to pay. Sad truth of reality is, if I'm going to get any kind of Switch 2 collection going, I'm going to have to wait till Black Friday or other sales because $80 is just too much for me, and I'm sure for others as well. I'm still holding out hope Nintendo lowers the price because I was digging the Direct up until that part. Here's to hoping because, you know, someone like me, I can't afford that. I'm sorry. I wish I could. Super Joe Bros asks, what game are you most excited to play for Switch 2? Ooh, boy, that's a tough one. I really gotta think Donkey Kong Bonanza. Did you honestly expect me to say anything else? It's about time he's come back to kick some tail! No, I'm not singing the rest of the DK rap, as tempting as it is. Gotta donate to my Ko-fi for that. And yes, I have a Ko-fi. It exists. Or hey, you could also invite me on your channel, Joe. I'd gladly sell out for that. I will gladly sing the DK rap on your channel if that's what it takes to get on there. Back to my brother-in-law. If Miyamoto came out and said Yoshi has been removed, retconned from the Mario universe, what character would you go by and why would it be Toad?
No, God!
Well, first of all, if that was the case, it sure as heck wouldn't be Toad. Not in this or any other lifetime. Also, if Miyamoto did try that, me and my other Yoshis would ride and speed up our plans to conquer the world. But to answer the first part of the question, I truthfully would probably go by Mario or Luigi, although not sure how Night Mario or Luigi sounds. Does Night Luigi sound cool? Does Night Mario sound cool? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. Renegade Gamer 89 asks, so I was wondering what your reward game is going to be for completing DKC 3. I actually have a few ideas in mind for that. I'm leaning towards Super Mario World right now since it's my favorite game of all time and all, but I'm not sure I'll be uploading that one right away if you get my drift. But that being said, there is another Donkey Kong game I really want to LP, eventually on the Nintendo 64. Maybe you know what I'm talking about? Well, you'll see when I start uploading after DKC 3, or shortly after, I don't know when yet. Probably going to take a break after DKC 3 though. I'll need it. Mills asks, when will you be available to collab? So as I'm recording this, my life is a bit busy right now, but that being said, I'm always down to discuss collab ideas whenever you got the time, bud. That goes for anyone that's interested in collabing with me, by the way. Now granted, if it's to be something quick like a playthrough of Mario Party with you or something like that, sure, I can try and find some time for that on a weekend or something like that. But for like bigger projects right now, I am a bit busy, so, you know, certainly if you want to discuss what kind of collab ideas you got, then by all means shoot me an email, shoot me a message on here. Let's get in contact. That goes for anyone that's interested in collabing with me, by the way. If you have an idea, by all means feel free to contact me. And last one from my brother-in-law. Speaking of Toads, I think Battletoads doesn't actually have an ending. It was just made to tick people off. What do you think? The turbo tunnel is like wiping my butt with sandpaper after eating fire chipotle sauce.
Ew?
You eat fire chipotle sauce? I didn't know that. Anyways, I confirmed that Battletoads actually does have an ending. I would know. I beat Battletoads on Rare Replay. If you want my overall opinion on Battletoads, it's a good game. Pretty good. But that being said, it is Nintendo hard like you expect. It only gets harder if you play with a friend, which is usually the opposite of what you'd expect from a beat-em-up type game. All because you can hit the other player. Why did they do that? Seriously? It really should have been a better co-op game. Killer Funfetti Cupcake asks, your nephew wants to know what your favorite Yoshi is besides the blue one. Well, that's ironic. I mentioned my sister in the last Q&A, and hey, there's my sister. Hi! Anyways, I like all Yoshis regardless of color. That being said, if I had to pick a color other than blue, or light blue because that'd just be cheating, wouldn't it? I'd pick red. Go figure, my two favorite colors. Third would be orange. Yeah, orange is my third favorite color. Renegade Gamer 89 asks, I know you mentioned that you aren't a Zelda fan because you get stuck a lot. Would you be open to a live playthrough where chat helps you? That depends. If that's something that you and my other viewers are interested in, then absolutely. Been a long time since I played a Zelda game after all. Last time we did that was Skyward Sword on Wii with my cousin. And boy, that was a fun time. But yeah, if you guys want to watch me play a Zelda game sometime, I'd certainly consider it. Let me know in the comments down below if that's something you all want to see. Yep, I don't know how to pronounce this username. I'm sorry, I'll just call you 1524. Do you like bananas? Yes, bananas are actually my favorite fruit of all, especially golden bananas. Super Joe Bros asks, favorite game of each console you own? Well, this is going to take a while and be really tough, so let's get straight to it, I guess. Atari 2600, probably Space Invaders, although I do prefer the arcade version. I don't own or play a lot of Atari games, but I really do love Space Invaders, but I also really like Pole Position as well. But again, I do prefer the arcade version, and that's mostly because my local DQ actually used to have a Pole Position arcade cabinet. I used to sit in there and, you know, pretend I was driving, thinking it was a lot of fun because I didn't have any tokens, so I couldn't play it, but I can pretend to play it. But yeah, I love Pole Position, I love Space Invaders. NES, Super Mario Bros. 3, no debate about it. Super Nintendo, Super Mario World with Donkey Kong Country come very close in second. It just barely misses the mark. Sega Genesis, Sonic 3 Knuckles, no debate. Nintendo 64, Super Mario 64, although Bad Fur Day and DK64 aren't far behind. PS1, this is probably the toughest one so far. I'd say as of right now, probably Dino Crisis or Resident Evil, although, quick note, I actually haven't finished Dino Crisis yet. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Haven't played all three Spyros or Crash games though, so I could see one of them taking the top spot one day. I also love Tekken 2. Yes, Tekken 2. I like it better than 3. Fight me. Sega Saturn, I don't have too many games, so as of currently, Primal Rage, even though I do prefer the arcade version. And House of Dead is a close second, but again, arcade version is far better. Sega Dreamcast, Sonic Adventure. GameCube, oh man, this is the toughest one yet. Oh boy, I'd say it's either Star Fox Assault or Luigi's Mansion. It's really a toss-up between those two. Although Sunshine is also in the running as well as Strikers. Again, it's really tough to decide on GameCube because there's just so many good games on GameCube. PS2, another really tough one. I'd say probably Sly Cooper 3, but Cluedo 2 and Ratchet & Clank 3 are for sure in the run as well. Xbox, I'd say Conquer Live Reloaded, but certainly Psychonauts is also in the running as well. But I do come back and replay the multiplayer mode a lot for Live Reload, so I'd say probably slight edge on that one, but I also really love Psychonauts. Wii, Super Mario Galaxy 2, Galaxy 1 being a close second. It's Mario Galaxy, do I have to say anything else? PS3, I actually haven't played a lot of games on it, so for now, the Sly Cooper collection is my favorite. Kind of a cop-out, I know, but I'm sure I'll find one someday that's not a collection. It's just, I don't have a lot of PS3 games, and I haven't played a lot of PS3 games yet, so for now, it's the Sly Cooper collection. 360, I'd say Dead Rising 2, although I do also love me some Naughty Bear. Note to self, LP that someday. And I also really love Resident Evil 5. Wii U, Super Mario 3D World, no questions asked. I love 3D World so much. Switch, again, I really love 3D World, but since that's a re-release, I won't count that, so instead I'd say Super Mario Odyssey. PS4, I only have Kingdom Hearts: The Story so far, so I guess that wins by default. I don't even play a lot of that the more I think about it, though. Maybe I should play more Kingdom Hearts someday. Xbox One, I'd say that's probably Mortal Kombat 10, since I still come back and replay that a lot, unlike 11. 11 really disappointed me. Xbox Series X, Mortal Kombat 1, but it's the only game I own as of currently. I do have the Resident Evil 4 remake, but I haven't played it yet, so I can't count it yet. Alright, that took a while. I own a lot of consoles, don't I? And lastly, the Luigi Rocks 07 asks, here's one that I'm sure you weren't expecting. Oh boy. Why do you hate Toad so much? And why do you want him dead? LOL. Well, everyone gather around. It's story time. You see, it all began when we first met. I had just gotten through a challenging castle and faced off with who I thought was Bowser. After grabbing that axe at the end of the bridge and chopping the bridge up, I was so excited to go and save the princess, only to find this Toad instead. Next thing I know, he tells me, "Thank you, but our princess is in another castle." I had never felt such anger before. It was right there and then we had become enemies for life. Yes, he tries to make things right once in a while, but he knows what he did. He knows that I can never forgive him for that. I'll team up with Bowser before I team up with Toad. Yes, I went there. I'll betray the Mushroom Kingdom before I ever consider working with Toad. F*** you, Toad. You no good, worthless piece of motherfucking god piece of mother. You get the idea. Anyways, folks, that's all for this Q&A video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Later.